Hello friends, welcome back to the Cigars channel. Today me and Billy back to take a look at the Cuban and New World cigars of the month for May. Billy, would you like to let us know what you got?
Of course, so I'm taking the New World cigar of the month this month, and this is going to be the E.P Carrillo Aliados EPC Robusto limited edition cigar. Now, this one is your regular sort of Robusto size, it's 5x50. It's going to be a medium bodied cigar with an enjoyment time of around about 45 minutes. The wrapper is an Ecuadorian Sumatra, the binder is Nicaraguan, and the filler is Nicaraguan and Dominican as well. So this cigar is actually a 2022 special release from E.P Carrillo and marks their sort of new chapter to their brand. And what that brings is the Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper is actually aged for almost 5 years. So I am really looking forward to seeing what this brings to me,
Yeah, that's interesting. Cool. For myself, I have the Cuban cigar. I have the Upmann Majestic. This one comes in at 5.5 inches long with a 40 ring gauge. This one's light to medium in strength, nice and perfect for myself. Well, yes, Cuban. It's not a lot.
Not too much you can say on the tobacco side,
no,
really.
exactly. But let's get these cut and lit, and we'll meet you guys in the first third.
Perfect.
Okay, guys, so we are now well in the first third, and I have to say the Upmann has really surprised me. It started off really like toasty, like kind of like a buttered toast. It was really smooth, had a nice toasty finish to it, and I found that there was a little bit of like a coffee bitterness on the back end of it. It's really nice.
Sounds like breakfast in a cigar.
It is.
It sounds pretty good for the good for the morning.
Great replacement. Really impressed with it. Construction wise, I have to say the burn is pretty good. The ash was stacking nicely. I did knock it off a minute ago though, and the drawer, however, is quite tight. I've had to try and pry it open a little bit, but as a Cuban for you, can't really expect too much with the construction for Cubans. Can't lie.
A little bit hit or miss, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. But nevertheless, really enjoying it. Yeah. What about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, the E.P Carrillo again. It kind of took me by surprise. I didn't really know what to expect all that much from this one. Safe to say, I'm impressed. I'm enjoying it. It's got a little bit of spiciness to it. It was kind of off the rip. It was like, a weird way to explain it. When you eat like chili heatwave Doritos or like, what are them sensations?
The Thai.
Yeah. Do you know when you get that like little bit of spice kind of around your lips? That's what I'm getting from
like
this cigar
tingle.
quite a lot. So it's got a little bit of spice in there, very earthy and very sort of full of leather. It's working. I'm really enjoying it.
Now you've said leather, I can taste it in this.
Do you reckon that's your mind playing trick?
I don't know, maybe it is.
But yeah, no, I mean visually stunning looking cigar. It's got a little bit of graininess to it, right? It's lumps and bumps here and there, veins are visible, but again, rustic. I kind of like that. The band really nice. The gold, the brown, the red really bounce and work together really well. So it's one that catches your eye, and when you're smoking it, enjoying it, it really is an experience. It really is really nice.
Cool. What do you reckon you can expect from the next 2/3?
Well, the spiciness is kind of starting to peter out a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm kind of expecting a little bit more creaminess because the smoke is creamy. It's just not overwhelmed by the spice, but the spice is noticeable.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm thinking once that dies down, the creaminess is going to come through. Maybe a little bit of sweetness here and there. But I think overall it's going to be earthy, leather. But yeah, I think it'll be a good one. I think it's gonna transition nicely.
For sure. I'm not sure what to expect from this. I feel like maybe the bitterness might
Creep in
a little bit more, but we'll see. Never know. I mean, Upmann's quite a light brand. It's quite a sweet one, really. If you're looking across the board for Upmann's anyway. I've never really had one which I've not been impressed by. So yeah.
I mean, talking of strength, so this is a medium bodied cigar. I would definitely say they've kind of hit the nail on the head with it. It could, for someone that enjoys more mild cigars, maybe it'll peter onto that kind of medium full, but in my personal opinion, I think they've hit the nail on the head with that medium bodied classification. 100%. But yeah, I'm looking forward to taking it down a little bit further and checking in with the guys when we get to the final third.
Let's do that.
So as you can see, we've made our way through sort of the middle third of the cigars today. And for the EP Carrillo, I have to say, this has been pretty much perfect. In terms of draw, in terms of construction, in terms of burn, everything, it's been almost perfect. I can't really pinpoint anything that I've had to do to make it any better. Like, I've not had to touch it up. It's not gone out on me. The ash is holding nicely. It's not really flaked on me or anything like that. Flavors are working really well together. That spiciness has kind of died a little bit now, which I kind of expected. The creaminess has come through. The smoke output is amazing, as it has been throughout the whole experience. The spiciness is gone. Creaminess has come through. Earthiness is still there. Pepperiness is still there. But I would say there's this kind of charred, sort of woody barbecue flavour that's almost meaty. That sounds a bit odd, but it's almost like a meaty barbecue kind of flavour, which is kind of lingering in the back of my palate, in the back of my throat between draws, which again is another thing that I really, really like. If it kind of, the flavour sits on your palate for a while, then you're in for a winner, really, aren't you? But yeah, from start to finish so far, it's been pretty much bang on.
Would you say it would pair well with like barbecue food?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you were out on like a late night barbecue kind of thing, sitting there around a campfire, barbecue going, this would probably be my go-to cigar for that.
Oh, fair enough.
To be honest, it's up there. It's one of my top 10 easily.
Really?
Yeah,
wow,
it's a thoroughly enjoyable cigar.
Yeah, that's cool.
How's H. Upmann for you?
H. Upmann's really nice. I'm still getting the coffee notes, but it's more like a mocha. So it's kind of like a chocolatey coffee. I'm still getting that sort of bitterness, but it's not overwhelming. It's not something that I dislike. I think there's also a little bit of woodiness in there too. It's quite I think you said it earlier, like a charred wood, similar to that. I think these flavors really go well together. Like they really just complement each other really nicely. I'm really impressed with it so far. The only downfall of this was the draw, and obviously I have used the E.P Magic Stick to open up the draw, so it's a lot better now. The burn is a little bit wonky, but I've not had to really mess with the burn. I'm quite happy with it.
I was going to say, so far,
it's
been a really good sort of experience sitting here today, smoking these cigars.
Really has.
Neither one of us have kind of had anything to say bad about them or anything like that. So
great month.
It's a win.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank God.
Let's get down to the final third, and then we'll update you guys if there are any changes.
Of course.
Okay, guys, so we are now well into the final third, and I have to say that the flavours have stayed consistent throughout, from the middle third going to the final third. Only thing I will say is that the spiciness that I got at the start, completely gone now. Really, really smooth, easygoing cigar. I think this is a wonderful pick for someone who wants to get into cigars from a Cuban standpoint of things. It's just, I don't know, I can't really, there are no really bad notes to it other than the draw issue that I had, but that's been fixed now.
Yeah, I mean, that can change from one to the next anyway. So
yeah, I would highly recommend this though.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Maybe I'll pick one up.
Yeah. Do you know what the weird thing is with this actually that I will mention is when I first started smoking it, the strength was like light. Then it got to like a medium to full. And now it's back down to a light.
That is strange. Because usually the strength keeps increasing, but
I don't know. Maybe it's because I was having to draw so much on it originally because it was tight, and now I've loosened the draw a little bit. Maybe it's to do with that. I don't know. But I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an intriguing little comment though.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Yeah, for the EP Carrillo again, quite similar to yours really. The flavours haven't changed all that much from the middle third into the final third. The only thing I would say is that spice has completely disappeared. There's no spice at all anymore. The pepperiness is gone, but it is just like bonfire barbecue kind of notes at this point, and to me that is really, really good. I'm really enjoying it. There's not one, I said to you off camera, didn't I? The flavours of this kind of reminds me of the smell of the Drew Estate Kentucky Fire Cured.
Yeah.
Like pure just bonfire.
Yeah.
Which, again, it's nothing to complain about. I think it's a really, really good flavour profile. Again, it's kind of transitioned nicely. It's nothing's came as a surprise or anything like that. I did think there was going to be a little bit more bitterness towards the end as it kind of heated up, but there's no bitterness at all. There's no like coffee notes or anything like that. There's no harshness to it or anything. It's really smooth, really creamy, but that bonfire note is kind of taking the floor, if you like.
Yeah.
But again, really, really enjoyable cigar. Construction throughout the entirety of it has been, as I said previously, absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
It's been a really, really good experience with this one.
Cool. Well, if you guys want to check these cigars out, there should be a sampler online on the website cigars.com, which you can take a look at in the description down below. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below and comment what you think of these cigars if you have tried them, and if you haven't, maybe let us know if you're going to pick any of them up. But as always, thanks for watching, stay safe and happy herfing. Peace.